Hello, it's Jang here with a look at the LEGO Star Wars Carbon Freezing Chamber set. I actually really like the staircase coming up here. Yeah, it's a super simple build, not many pieces used there, but I like the transparent orange elements. And once you get up to the top of the kind of radial platform up here, has some different ways that they get the orange glow coming from underneath. So in kind of closer to the actual freezing chamber area, they use gray grills over plain orange. Then they've got some trans orange, which is partially over orange here and partially not. They've got some trans orange that's over orange, which is even brighter. Kind of gives you different levels of glow, which I guess is okay. I wish it was a little bit more consistent because this whole place, in the movie had just so much glow, and I feel like this doesn't quite capture that, but it definitely tries. Over here you get nothing at all underneath for kind of brightening those up. But this is actually one of the small basic action features of this set. It's just a Ugnaught elevator. That's it. So when it's like this, from some angles you don't see the dude, and then you just can pull this up, and now he's ready to go to work. And he's gonna walk around to the other side here to where there's this one panel. It's a printed tile piece, 2x2. I think it's the one printed 2x2 piece that LEGO has in their inventory that's in Arubesh. So it says lock on it, but I think it works fine. It kind of looks like it's in place. And of course, the most important thing is the actual stand and base for the Han Solo in carbonite itself, which is, it's something that we've gotten before, but this is kind of the main action feature of the set, actually. And the idea is that you put Han Solo into the back of the block like this. You've got your Ugnaught over there ready to press the button. And when he does, Han Solo goes down and he comes back out frozen in carbonite. Here's how the magic looks backstage. You pull him down. Doesn't go all the way down, but then you can rotate it and then push him back up. It's got the little universal joint under there, which is on the axle that you're pushing in and out from the front. So when this comes down, now it's able to be rotated easily. You just spin that 360 degrees, get them really mixed up in the carbonite solution, real good. And then just when he's facing the right direction, then push him straight back up. Another thing you can do if you want to be a little more tricky with it is once he's down, before you spin him around, pull the figure out carefully. You have to be careful because the thing will come apart. It's intended to come off. Spin them around, go ahead and push this back up, and then while you have the figure separate, there's a little thing you can bring down over here to the side. You need to get him just to a little bit of a slightly raised up angle, otherwise this doesn't work quite as well as it can, but that's about it. The intention is to kind of get him to be hidden away there, and see, there's just a real limitation to how far you can make him go up in there. You can kind of move him up a stud here, so he's just using the half stud, and then that lets him go up in there a little bit further, but it's not a very good gimmick, that one. The figures are the real highlights of this set for me, especially getting Boba Fett in an almost UCS version. It's almost because it doesn't have the print on the arms. Other than that, it's the same. One piece of the blaster is different, but I think this one actually looks a little bit better as the same cloth piece. You'll notice some slight differences from batch to batch, like when I look at this one compared to my own UCS Slave 1 Boba Fett. Slight differences in thicknesses, but it's just going to vary, like I said, from batch to batch, and depending upon which factory it was printed in. But other than the difference in the arms, it's the same intended design. Han Solo is Han Solo. He has two faces. I'll show you the other one in a second. But then, to Ugg or not to Ugg? Ugnaught.
Yo soy tu Ugnaught.
Okay, I'll stop. Ugnaught. LEGO made an Ugnaught figure, which is a big deal to me because when I was a collector of the actual original LEGO Star Wars, not LEGO Star Wars, but just regular Star Wars action figures, I took great pride in tracking down some original Ugnaughts from 1980. Is when they were first produced. They were a little bit tough to get, and now we get one in LEGO form. I don't know, it's a little bit disturbing to me just how realistic they went with it. With the molded nostrils even, just a very high level of detail and realism that doesn't really fit next to a regular Lego minifigure to me. It's just going so far in that direction of replica. It's strange to me. I mean, it's really good what they've done with this one. I like that it's got a more solid opaque white on the back for the the head hair, and then the facial hair is a thinner print on there. I also got the gloves on there, and I got the blue color. It looks pretty good. I'm just saying it might be too good. And yeah, I really mean that. It can be too good because it's just so different from the regular figures, and the scale is so different. Of course, Boba Fett gets angry clone face, as he should. It's absolutely appropriate in this instance. And there's your alternate face for Han Solo, which unfortunately always shows up underneath this classic hairpiece. So either way you do that, you're going to get a little bit of the face that's on the back showing up. So this way around, still see a little bit of the mouth. And then with the carbonite block itself, I mentioned that this can come off. Well, the entire thing with its little stand down beneath can come off. So you can actually use that to place this on the ground now to stand this straight up if you want to, or you can remove that stand part and just use it like this, in which case you can just transport it. You can have a figure or two just guiding it along. Highly recommend that you have two figures because unlike in Universe, the thing doesn't actually have a repulsor lift system in it, so it doesn't hover very well. I feel like a lot of the design effort with this set went into the gimmicks, and I feel like the gimmicks just don't do that much for me. My favorite gimmick is just the little elevator because it works. The other two little things I could have done without, and I would have been happy to substitute in another section of the platform to make it a full semicircle. So I think less would have been more here, but what we did get is pretty cool. That's it for my thoughts. Share your thoughts in a comment down below, and I'll talk to you again soon.